Will gold continue rising? As we can see on the chart, gold is dropping. The price of gold against US dollar is dropping. Well, there are a few reasons why is that. First reason is gold is very expensive comparing to last 10 years. Second reason, US dollar interest rate is on the highest level for decades. US dollar is now set as interest rate is 5.5. That means United States has positive interest rate against inflation. Inflation in United States now is very low comparing to its interest rate. Inflation is just 3.7 and food inflation is also no more than 3.7. It's around 4%. That means interest rate in United States is above inflation. That means people are more willing to keep their dollars. People are more willing to keep dollars in the bank. That means people are less interested in buying gold and other assets when they have set interest rate of 4 or 5% in the bank. This is really encouraging a lot of people. Well, on the other hand, as we know, gold always is rising against US dollar as Fed is printing dollars in quantities that we cannot even imagine in our brains. Does it mean gold will cost $10,000 in the near future? As we can see, gold in 2001 was just $250 per ounce, and the price wasn't changing for many decades, as people were interested in a stock market which was performing very well. Well, but the end is always there. There is the beginning and there is the end. Well, and it happened. United States been printing so much money that actually gold had to go up, and gold took the long way from $250 per ounce to almost $2,000 per ounce in 10 years. That means 800% rise against US dollar. Does it mean gold can cost another 800% more from today? Well, of course, it means that gold can cost 800% from today's price. However, this can be a long route. It can be longer than 10 years, it can be longer than 5 years, but at the end, gold will cost in the future $10,000. It is normal, it is obvious, as gold is on free market. And if there is a free market and there is more and more printed money around the world, that obvious assets are rising and rising, then you can ask yourself, why on earth people would not buy only gold? Well, people are different. People say they want to buy, but they never buy. Some people that will buy, they will sell it because they will need cash to buy things, because the exchange paper in our economy is called money. Dollar, British pound, euro, Polish zloty, etc., etc. Well, but in what situation gold can cost $10,000? Well, we have to first understand that today's price of gold is very low price. Well, yeah, you are surprised. Of course you are surprised. All people are surprised when I say that, but this is pure truth. As we can see, if 20 years ago gold was just $250 per ounce, and then it went up to almost 2,000 in 2011, and then dropped only to 1,200, and then again came back to its high levels of almost 2,000 pounds, we have to ask ourselves, if gold almost over a decade ago was on the market for $2,000, so how on earth it can be for $2,000 still today? Well, in the meantime, between 11 and 12, in this period, as we can see, in this period between 11 and 12, gold price was dropping as people were interested in cheap loans. People were investing heavily in the United States property market, real estates, and British market, and markets around the world like China. And on the top of this, of course, we had some new invention called crypto market. People actually were interested in crypto, investing crypto heavily. So people forgot about gold. But the real gold is just gold. Gold, gold, and gold. It was with us for thousands of years. That means during this period between 2023 and 2011, we had market, property, real estate, actually, I can call it panic or boom, caused by printed money and very low interest rate in Europe and in United States, but also in Britain and around the world. And then it came just printing money in 2020, 2021, 2022. And still low interest rate, but gold is still $2,000 per ounce, as in 2011. So if we can take into account all this money around the world, we would say that today's gold price would be even $4,000, $5,000. However, now interest rate is very high, but it's not very high for a long time. That means you can see here we've got interest rate in United States. The United States interest rate's been with us just for a very short period of time. So if they keep it high for very, 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 very long time, and the same with the British, because British, they have interest rate as well, very high, but it's been with us just for a few days, actually, for a few weeks. If they keep it very high, we can see that interest rate even didn't touch the levels from 80s, 90s. As we can see, we've got 80s and 90s when interest rate was 15, 10, even 16, 17%. Now we've got 5%, which is high, but it was with us just for a few days. If they keep it high in UK, if they keep it high in Europe, if they keep it high in United States, then that means gold can stop rising. Gold can stop rising. But gold can stop rising only for a while. If they don't prohibit gold, if they don't put heavy taxes on gold, but they actually never did with success. So gold can even drop, but then that means dollar must rise. Well, but I don't know if they want dollar to be so strong, because they will not be able to sell their services and products. That means they will need to import everything. And they will not sell anything. Well, as we can see, the longer interest rate in United States is on this high level, and in Britain and in Europe, the stronger house prices drop, house prices fall will be. This is obvious. Of course, there can be an option that all these houses will be purchased by some international companies, but then Europeans and British and Americans, they will become kind of feudal slaves. Well, this is the option. So now we are standing opposite of two options. High interest rate, which means very high, very strong drop in the house prices, and not rising gold very fast, or even dropping a little bit. or sticking to low prices, to low interest rate, sticking to even lower interest rate, and the gold price will skyrocket. We've got two options, and these options are on the table. At the moment, gold is dropping, but it's dropping to normal levels as the US dollar is going up. And when US dollar is going up, then gold is going down. But for how long can US dollar going up? We have to understand that gold always goes with amount of printed money, with amount of money, with amount of prices of chicken or bread or butter or even cheeseburger in McDonald's, let's say. Okay, it would be very silly to pay 1 kilo of gold for one cheeseburger. That's why there always must be this equilibrium against food prices and gold. When the food prices is going up, the gold will go up eventually. That's it. Good luck. Please subscribe this channel as I need new subscriptions, as this is a news channel. Give me thumb up and see you soon, and watch the movie that you see on your screen, as it can be the most important movie in your life. Bye bye.